If you're thinking about selling your home here in the West Valley of Phoenix, do not pour thousands of dollars into a renovation and do not slash your price, at least not until you've watched this, because sellers make one or two expensive mistakes and both of them cost money that they never get back. Let me show you a smarter way to sell in 2026. What is going on, everybody? My name is Shondalyn Anderson, your neighborhood realtor here in the West Valley of Phoenix, and I'm helping homeowners sell for the most money with the least amount of stress. So let's talk honestly about what actually works when you sell and what's just throwing money away. So here's the trap. When it's time to sell, sellers panic in two directions. Some over renovate, they gut the kitchens, they redo the bathrooms, they spend $20,000, $30,000 convinced that it's going to pay off, and then they don't come close to even getting those dollars back at the closing table. And then others go the opposite way. The home sits a couple of weeks and they get nervous and they immediately drop the price, leaving real money on the table when the actual problem was never the price at all. Both mistakes come from the same place, and that's not knowing what exactly moves a buyer in this market. So today I'm going to give you the real playbook. What really adds value before you sell? What to skip and why dropping the price is usually the wrong first move, and how to sell your West Valley home in 2026 for top dollar. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the renovation trap because it's the one that costs the most. It feels logical, you get a nicer home, a higher price, right? But here's what the sellers miss. Buyers do not reimburse you dollar for a big remodel, and they very often don't even want the exact finishes that you've picked. Think about it. You spend $30,000 on a kitchen with the tile and the colors that you love. The buyer walks in and their taste is different. So in their head, they're already redoing it anyway. You spent $30,000 and created almost no extra value in their eyes. That happens consistently. Big, expensive personal renovations right before the sale are one of the worst returns in real estate. So the rule is, before you renovate anything to sell, talk to a local agent who knows what West Valley buyers are actually paying for right now. In some homes, a full renovation makes sense. In most, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I would rather save you that $30,000 than watch you spend it and not get it back. That conversation is free, and it's exactly the kind of call that I want you to make before you lift a paintbrush, okay? So if gutting the kitchen is usually a big mistake, what actually works? Here's the good news. The things that move buyers the most are usually the cheapest things that you can do. Number one, clean, declutter, and depersonalize. It sounds almost too simple, but a spotless, decluttered house with photographs it shows way better than a cluttered home with brand new countertops. Buyers need to picture their life in the space, and they can't do that when they're looking at all of your stuff. Number two, paint and light. A fresh neutral coat of paint and brighter updated light fixtures are some of the highest return dollars you will ever spend on a home. It's a few hundred to a couple thousand, and it makes the whole home feel newer and bigger. Number three, your curb appeal. This matters enormously here in the West Valley because so many people are relocating here, and their very first impression is the online photo of the front of your home. Clean up the desert landscaping, freshen the front door, make the first photo pop. It's in our market today, the exterior shot is the one that earns the click. And number four, fix the little stuff. The dripping faucet, the sticky door, the burned out light bulbs, the cracked outlet cover. Individually, they may seem like nothing, but together they send a loud message that this home wasn't taken care of, and that quietly lowers every offer. Handling the small repairs is cheap insurance for a higher price. Now, none of that is a $30,000 remodel. It's smart, targeted, and it's what actually gets West Valley homes sold more. Quick pause here. If you want to know what your home could realistically sell for as is, before you spend a dime, My free home valuation tool is in the description. It takes about 30 seconds and it gives you the real starting number. Now, the other mistake, the panic price drop. Your home hits the market, a week or two goes by, and showings are a little slow, and the instinct is to immediately cut the price. Here's why that's usually backwards. When a home isn't getting the activity that you want, price is one of the three possible reasons, and it's often not the real one. The three levers are price, presentation, and promotion. Presentation is how the home shows in photographs. Promotion is marketing, the photos, the video, the exposure, how many of the right buyers are actually seeing it. If your presentation is off or your marketing is weak, dropping the price won't fix it. It'll just cost you money and sometimes even make buyers suspicious that something's wrong. The smarter move when a home is slow is to diagnose before you discount. Are the photos doing it justice? Is it showing well? Is it actually getting in front of enough of the right buyers, including the people relocating to the West Valley who are searching online? Fix the real problem. And very often you sell at your price. Reach for the price cut first, and you may give away thousands of dollars that you never needed to. And this is exactly why marketing matters so much. A home with professional photography, photos and videos, and real online exposure, that kind of marketing, it reaches relocating buyers before they ever even land in Arizona. They sell faster and for more than the identical home with 3 dark cell phone pictures. Presentation and promotion are where I earn my keep for sellers. Let me set your expectations, honestly, for selling a home in the West Valley of Phoenix in 2026, because knowing the real landscape keeps you from panicking. The West Valley is still a market with real steady demand. People keep moving to Goodyear and Buckeye and Surprise and the surrounding times every week, and that demand supports home values. But it's also a market where buyers have choices and they're paying attention. That means well-prepared, well-priced, and well-marketed homes sell, and homes that are cluttered, overpriced for their condition, and poorly marketed sit. The gap between those two outcomes is entirely within your control, and it comes down to strategy, not luck. So, the winning formula for 2026 is simple. Don't over improve. Do the smart, cheap stuff. Price it right the first time based on real local data, and then market it like it deserves to reach every buyer that's moving to the West Valley. If you do that and you put yourself in the best if you do that, you will put yourself in the best position for top dollar. Now, here's the proof that this works. The homes that follow this playbook are the ones that actually close strong, while the over-renovated and the panic-priced ones are the cautionary tales. Sellers keep succeeding in the West Valley not because they spent the most, but because they prepared and they priced smart in a market where buyers are still showing up. Steady demand plus smart strategy is a powerful combination, and it's one that I build for every seller that I work with. So if you're even thinking about selling your West Valley home this year, here's the most important thing that I can tell you. Talk to me before you spend a single dollar renovating or drop your price by a single penny, because that call is going to be free. If you call or text me, you can reach me at 540-623-4143, and let's build a plan that gets you the most money without wasting a cent. That first conversation is free, and it's the one that saves sellers the most. To get started, you can run your home through my free home valuation tool in the description, so we both have a real starting number. And grab my free seller's guide, also linked below. It walks you through the whole process step by step, so nothing catches you off guard. If this saved you from an expensive mistake, subscribe, because I'm sharing real West Valley strategy all week long. I'm Shondalyn, your neighborhood realtor. Talk to you later.